The number of aid workers killed in the line of duty reaching record highs. United Nations top officials on Monday paid tribute to fallen colleagues as countries commemorate World Humanitarian Day. The day avails aid workers and those supporting their efforts around the world have organized events to stand in solidarity and spotlight the horrifying toll of armed conflicts, including on humanitarian staff. Now, let's have more details of that in this report.
Aid workers on the front lines of the world's conflict have been killed in unprecedented numbers. The United Nations Office for Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs has revealed as it marks World Humanitarian Day. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres laid a wreath in honor of fallen humanitarian personnel in front of the UN flag damaged in 2003 Canal Hotel bombing in Iraq, in which 23 people, including the United Nations Special Representative Sergio Vera de Mello, were killed. Earlier, Under Secretary General, Department for Operational Support, Artur Kira said, the memory of that day still remains attached in their hearts, while reminding the world of the immense sacrifices made by those who dedicated their lives to the pursuit of peace, security, and human dignity. The Canal Hotel was also more than just a place of accommodation. It was also a symbol of commitment to diplomacy, cooperation, and understanding. For his part, Iraq's Chief Affairs Abbas Qadum Opeid said the day represents a selflessness of humanitarian workers around the world.
The memory of that day remains etched in our hearts, reminding us of the immense sacrifices made by those who dedicate their lives to the pursuit of peace, security, and human dignity. The Canal Hotel was more than just a place of accommodation. It was a symbol of our commitment to diplomacy, cooperation, and understanding.
Outside at the UN headquarters, as planned, Under Secretary General for the Policy Guy Ryder, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, Director of Operation, and General Assembly President Denis Francis also paid tribute to humanitarians. Speaking on behalf of the Secretary General, Ryder said the target of civilians needs to. He appealed to the authorities of initiative mechanism of ending the violations.
We are saying enough is enough. Civilians are not targets, humanitarians are not targets. And we are appealing to those in power. Act now to end the violations. Act now to end the impunity with which these heinous attacks.
Last year was the deadliest so far, with 288 workers killed in 33 countries. The figure represents a 113% increase compared to 2022, when 111 aid workers were killed. More than half of the 2023 deaths were recorded in the first 3 months, October to December, and the hostilities in Gaza, mostly as a result of airstrikes. Since October, more than 288 workers, the majority of them are staff members of the United Nations Relief and Work Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East, have been killed in Gaza alone. Extreme levels of violence in Sudan and South Sudan have contributed to a tragic death toll, both in 2023 and in 2024. Reporting for African News,